Hey everyone, Ken Sagendorf here again today. And today's training I want to talk to you about plugins and the different plugins that are going to be working and help work for you and work for you towards optimizing the traffic and increasing the traffic to your website. When you get involved in Wealthy Affiliate and you help start building your website, you get three plugins. It's called the All-in-One SEO, the CAPTCHA Anti-Spam, and the WordPress Spam Shield. And I also added the Pretty Links Lite, which is something that you can use for following the traffic to your URLs, and it kind of makes it easy. That way, your traffic is built right into your tracking is built right into your website. But the all-in-one SEO is something that you get for helping you when you're using keywords and you're adding keywords into your website, and it's so that way you can increase the traffic through Google and Bing and Yahoo through the search engines. And the other two is the CAPTCHA Anti-Spam and the Spam Shield. Those are two added layers of protection to prevent automated robots or automated bots going into your website and throwing all kinds of garbage on your website, and it just kind of prevents that a little bit. But so those are the four plugins that I like to at least start out with. The other one, in order to get increased traffic to your website, you go to a website and you're always looking for that Facebook or that Twitter share button that you want to put into your website so that you can say, hey, Ken wrote a great blog post and I want to share it with my friends on Facebook and I want to share it with my friends over on Twitter. So all I have to do is just push this button. So those are what we're going to add today, is those share buttons. And there's two I like to use. One of them I'm only going to put on today's website, on the kensagendorf.com website. But in the Affiliate Income's website, if you look at this here, down the bottom here is the share button that I put on this one here. Okay, this one here is called Add to Any Share Button. That's the name of that plugin. Add to Any Share Button. And this here gives you all the different social medias that you can add, and you can put more and everything, and there's ways of changing it in your dashboard, to different ones you want to take in, ones you want to add and take out. Okay. The other one we're going to talk about, which is the one I like to use a lot more, it's called Sociable. And Sociable has two different layouts that you can use. The Sociable Classic, which is I put on my divorce parenting class website. On the bottom of that, if you look down at the bottom of that, here is the Sociable share buttons that I've got on this. Okay. Kind of gives you the different social medias. And the other one is the Sociable Skyscraper. So if you like to put your social buttons up here in the corner on the left-hand side, okay, that's Sociable. Okay. So in order to put those plugins into your website, it's pretty easy. You go to your plugins under your dashboard. Okay, go to your plugins and hit where it says, or push the button that says Add New. Okay, and when we go to Add New, you're going to end up with a page like this, says Add Plugins. Over here where it says Search Sociable. Okay. My God, my spelling is off today. Okay. So if we're looking for sociable websites, or plugins, excuse me, this is the one we want right here. The very first one that pops up. The one by blog page, it's called Sociable. Very simple to do. Just install. That there, it plugs it into your website. That's why they call them plugins. It plugs it into your website. Okay. And then hit activate the plugin. And once your plugin is activated, if you look to the bottom, if you look here, I put it in here, it says Sociable. It's activated. It's already activated. Do not deactivate it. If you look towards the bottom of your dashboard, it says Select Sociable Plugin. Okay, this is where you can change your different looks on your sociable plugins, on your sociable buttons, whether you want the skyscraper version or the classic version. So I'm going to show you real quickly sociable plugin. So you select the sociable plugin, it's going to bring you to the sociable page, and then you have your choice of the skyscraper or the classic, whichever one you prefer. Okay, it automatically defaults to the classic. Okay, just so you're aware of that. So if you want the skyscraper, you're actually going to have to, push this button right here where it says skyscraper, and I'm going to push that button so we can do that. You push button that way there, skyscraper is going to end up on your website. Okay, and that's what I'm going to put on my website, is kensagendorf.com. Okay, then you get to change you get the options of which text you want. Okay, which size you want. You want it bigger or smaller? Okay, defaults to 10. How wide do you want it? Anywhere between 70 and 90. Okay, wider it sometimes isn't always better, but it's totally up to you. Okay, and then it goes down here. If you want to change your color, you want to change the labels, and then you add in your Twitter name. You add in your RSS feed if you have one. Okay, and then towards the bottom, you can add in your Facebook. You can add in your LinkedIn. You can add in your RSS feed or your Twitter, and you can use them this way here. This way here, you're following whoever pushes the button. Not only will they be sharing it, but they'll be following your website. So if you put up a new page or you put up a new post, it'll go right to them and let them know on their Twitter or their LinkedIn or their Facebook and say, hey, Ken just put in a new website or put in a new post. You might want to go over and see what this one's all about today. Okay, and that's going to be the skyscraper. And as we go down here, this is the general options. This is the widget position. Do you want it in a fixed position on the screen? Usually you do. You don't want it moving all over the place. Okay? And what location you want it now? Do you want it on your home pages? Do you want it on all the blogs? Do you want it on single pages? Do you want it on individual WordPress pages? Right now I'm just going to put it on the home page because that's all we really have together right now. And I'm going to also want to put it on the blog page. Okay, and this here says activates the skyscraper. Check here if you want to activate the skyscraper. If you want skyscraper enabled, okay, check that. That way there, the skyscraper is on the side, and then it says send me confirmation. So check here if you want Sociable, to grow. Okay, totally up to you if you want to plug it in or not. And at the bottom, make sure you save it. Okay. Once it's saved, we'll go to kensagendorf.com in a minute as soon as it saves, and I'll show you what it's going to look like, just briefly. Okay. And again, this is your plugin. You can do it however you want to do it. It ended up being the classic version. I must have did something wrong. But anyways, you get the idea. You play around with this a little bit, tweak it, change it however you want. It might be because of the new theme I've created here, and that might have something to do with it. Why it's not coming up this way. So, if I hit the About Me page, let's see what happens. Well, that's again, I have it. It's all across the bottom here. Okay, so I'm on the classic version. This is the classic version, and as you can see, all your social media is across the bottom here. So play with these plugins a little bit. Tweak them, change them. Do different things you want with them, just to see. Get the look you want. I'm not going to say which look is better than the other because it's all based upon you. It's all based upon what you want your website to look like. Some people will give you this training and they'll turn around and tell you, well, you have to do it this way or you have to do it that way. There really is no true set way of putting in sociable buttons. It's all in a matter of your website, what you want your website to look like in the end, okay? So again, my name is Ken Sagendorf. That's a little bit about sociable plugins. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. It gives you something to play with over the weekend. You know, try different things, look at different ways of doing things. But just make sure when you use those plugins, you go to the settings on these plugins and you make sure you put in your Facebook URL and your Twitter URL, just so that way it's reflected back on you and you get credit for it. You're going to get more traffic that way. Okay, so just pay attention to what you're doing. Take your sweet time. Play with it over the weekend. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like one or the other, you know, look for something else. But you definitely want to have some kind of a sociable plugin, something for social media, so that your information and the posts that you're putting in, making it easy for people to share them with other people. Okay? Ken Sagendorf, have yourself a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next training.